What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. What we have here today is a Seimitsu Alutimo button, a 30mm in gray, and I'm going to be showing how to disassemble it without using Seimitsu's tool. So basically what you're going to need is some precision tweezers, a 1/8 pin punch, and some kind of tray to catch all the small parts that are coming out once you push it out. So this is the brand new Seimitsu Alutimo. This is a closer view of the back. All it really is just an encasement for a MX switch. In this case, it has a MX Speed Silvers. To begin the disassembly, we have to remove the top push button, the plunger I believe it's called, by depressing these two clips and pushing it in. So once you got it started, all you got to do is start pulling from the top, and as it comes out, take note of where those clips are. Kind of give it a bit of a squeeze up here and wiggle it out slowly until they start to come out. You'll note that it'll latch at this top piece, and you have to give it another squeeze and it'll come out. So that's the top piece. It looks like your typical Seimitsu at this point. So what we have here now is the switch itself and the back piece. So this part's going to be difficult. What you're going to have to do now is push on the stem of the switch, and what it's going to do is going to release these two bronze pins or brass. Alright, so next, position your little catch tray under the push button. Align the pin punch. Align the punch right on that stem. Get a good grip on it. Hold it over the tray. And lightly give it a push. You'll note that even if you give it a light push, once it releases, it releases. So now in my hands I have those little pins. That are down there. The key switch itself, and what's left of the screw button. So here's a closer look. Not on my fingernails, obviously. This is the rear. A lot of people make it seem like it's very difficult to take apart, but it really isn't. All it really is just these little pins. I believe they're 0.110 that are making contact with these little brass pieces. And then the way that they achieve that is by literally just sitting those little pins inside this casing. So there's a little bit of a cavity in here. You literally can't go wrong when you put them back in. It's just complicated. So now onto the switch. Let me take note of the orientation. Looks like a simple left and right, and facing towards the pin. So the switch itself, here it is. Obviously this cap has been adapted for an MX style stem. So you remove it. What you have here is a spacer. And these switches don't seem like they're lube, but they are pretty smooth. Let me see if you can get that on the microphone. The spacer itself just literally just sits there, it floats. So it comes off by no friction at all, and this is what it looks like. Just the plastic bushing that goes over the stem. Alright, now for reassembly. These pins exit the rear, which means this flap goes in the same orientation as this. You align the stem with the plunger cap. And also take note whether or not these pins are bent or not. That's for that. Now, the complicated part. You can see by the form factor itself, it's already a challenge, because it's just a brass tube. You want to get it with the tweezers. You want to get them with the tweezers like so. Find the orientation. Just let it slide in. Of course, a little more difficult doing it through a camera. It's like doing surgery. There's one. And here's number two. So this is what makes it difficult. More like time consuming more than anything. But like so. The only purpose of these brass tubings is literally to make contact and hold the pressure on those terminals while we're over here mashing out. So the next step is to take note of the orientation as well of the pins and where the entrance is. So you'll see here that those pins will sit right in here and right in here. So to reassemble, we have to align those pins carefully over that. Push down slightly before you ram it all the way down. Look from behind, and on the sides you can kind of see the pins whether or not they're going in straight or not. So mine seem to have settled in all the way. So I gave it another push. And what you see there now is the pins that came through. One right there. The other one's right there. So they're not bent. So we're good to put the cap back on. Align these stems with these notches in here on the side. Gently place it down. Verify that they're in position. Adjust if you have to. And press it in all the way. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be using on my next build, so let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.